more and more global investors are asking us about the role of crypto. And as I said, I do believe a lot of crypto is it's an international asset. It has a differentiating value versus other asset classes, but more importantly, because it's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency and currency valuation. If you just look at the value of our dollar and how it depreciated the last 2 months and how much it appreciated over the last 5 years, I mean, an international crypto product can really transcend that. And that's why we believe there's great opportunities. And that's why we're seeing more and more interest. And the interest is broad-based worldwide. More and more global.
The CEO of BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, this guy right here, Larry Fink, literally confirmed in this video how there is massive interest right now and how cryptocurrency can be a worldwide hedge against inflation. So BlackRock, Larry Fink, they are extremely bullish on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, HBAR, and XLM. Yes, right now, this is BlackRock's crypto portfolio, and they have about $75 billion worth of assets, and Bitcoin is their largest holding, then Ethereum. And next, BlackRock will buy cryptocurrencies like XRP, XLM, and Hedera HBAR. And they will also use these blockchains to tokenize assets. Yes, from Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, HBAR, XLM, and much more. There are other good blockchains like Chainlink, Avalanche as well that are tokenizing real world assets. Now, real world asset tokenization is a 1000x market because listen to the BlackRock CEO speaking about tokenization and how he wants the SEC to approve tokenization of assets. Listen to this.
As a huge believer in crypto and blockchain and tokenization, I want the SEC to rapidly approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks.
BlackRock CEO is a huge believer in cryptocurrencies. He didn't say Bitcoin. He said cryptocurrencies, plural, multiple cryptocurrencies. And he's very bullish on tokenization of real world assets like real estates, bonds, stocks. And according to Chainlink, real world asset tokenization, that market will reach over $30 trillion by 2034. So in the next 10 years. And today, as I'm recording this video, the market size of the real world asset market is only at around 23 billion. That's it. 23 billion today as I'm recording this video. And in the next 10 years, we will reach 30 trillion with a T. So from 20 billion to 30 trillion. That's a 1000x growth in tokenization in the next 10 years. That's literally over 1000x. That's actually 1500x to be exact. And just a few weeks ago, BlackRock met with the SEC to discuss tokenization. Right here, you can tell literally they met with the SEC Crypto Task Force. BlackRock met with them right here, and they discussed the Bitcoin ETF, other ETFs, the BUIDL fund, which is literally tokenized using the XRP ledger. We made a whole video about that. They also discussed staking and tokenization. Now, tokenization is huge. That's the discussion of today's video. And they discussed tokenization with the SEC. BlackRock literally just a few weeks ago, right here, as you can tell, discussed considerations for advancing tokenization of securities under federal securities regulatory framework. So tokenization is a huge market, is a literally multi-trillion-dollar market. 1000x market in the next few years, and BlackRock is extremely bullish on tokenization. And listen to this video right here of BlackRock CEO speaking about how everything can be tokenized. Yes, every single asset, every stock, every bond, every real estate, whatever you can think of, everything can be tokenized. So listen to this.
We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own basically CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We can rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we can customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stock. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. If you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own shares.
BlackRock believes that tokenization is the future. The next step going forward is the tokenization of every asset, every stock, every bond, according to Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock. And to tokenize assets, you have to use blockchains. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, HBAR, XLM, Chainlink, Avalanche, and all of these cryptocurrencies right here, the top ones will be used by BlackRock. So BlackRock will do its homework. It will see which blockchain is the best blockchain, which DLT offers them the best stuff to use to tokenize their assets. And they will use that blockchain. So BlackRock, there is a huge possibility that they're literally using XRP, HBAR, and XLM right now because we all know that these are some of the largest and best real-world asset tokenization cryptocurrencies right now. And there are so many connections between BlackRock and cryptocurrencies like Ripple XRP, including Robert Mitchnick. This guy right here is the head of digital assets at BlackRock. He's the head of cryptocurrencies at BlackRock. So he's in charge of crypto at BlackRock. And he literally worked at Ripple. Right here, as you can tell, he literally at Ripple a few years ago. So he knows about Ripple XRP. They're definitely, BlackRock is using Ripple's technology right now through Ondo Finance and the Ripple partnership. Yes, right now, Ondo is tokenizing assets for BlackRock. And on the Ondo website, as you can tell, this is the official webpage of Ondo. They have BlackRock right here. As you can tell, they're tokenizing assets for BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and Franklin Templeton, many other huge organizations. But BlackRock next to Ripple, XRP, and BlackRock right next to each other on the official Ondo website. So there are many connections between Ripple and BlackRock. And as you can tell right here, the Ondo partnership between Ripple and Ondo basically tokenizes the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, the BIDL fund. So they are literally tokenizing assets right now for BlackRock through Ondo and Securitize as well. Securitize is another partnership that Ripple has, and Securitize is literally tokenizing assets right now. Right here, as you can tell, BlackRock on the official Securitize website, they're tokenizing assets. And the CEO of Securitize was at Ripple Swell a few years ago, and he discussed how Securitize is literally using Ripple. Right here, as you can tell, the CEO of Securitize discusses Ripple and XRP, explaining how tokenized treasuries are transforming the financial landscape and making real-world assets more accessible. So Securitize is using Ripple on the back end, and BlackRock is using Securitize. So this is also another connection between Ripple XRP and BlackRock. Now, also, according to this report right here that shows Ripple's team, as you can tell, some of Ripple's team come from BlackRock right here, as you can tell, and other huge organizations like the Federal Reserve, the SEC, NSA, NASA, Google, Apple, Merrill Lynch, Citibank, and BlackRock. Now listen to this video right here. Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz, the CEO and CTO of Ripple, discussing how real-world asset tokenization by organizations like BlackRock is going to go mainstream in the next few years. This is going to be huge. Listen to this.
Seeing Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, publicly, this is one of the largest asset managers on the planet, publicly lean into his belief around tokenization of real world assets as a profound opportunity. But I'm curious, I mean, any other surprises from you on real world assets, either why it's taken long or why it's happening quickly? What's your thoughts?
I think the biggest surprise for me is how quickly the major players seem to feel that this would be inevitable. They went from like, crypto's all a bunch of scams and it's never going to threaten TradFi, to starting to see that we see polls where like these institutional players believe that this is definitely going to happen.
According to the CEO of Brad Garlinghouse, BlackRock is extremely bullish on real-world asset tokenization. And the CTO of Ripple confirmed that. So there are a lot of connections between BlackRock's tokenization efforts and Ripple, helping them with those efforts. And it's not just Ripple XRP, it's also Hedera HBAR. Yes, HBAR right now is tokenizing assets for BlackRock through their connections with Arcax and Aberdeen. We made a whole video about this on our channel, so make sure you subscribe. Speaking about Hedera HBAR, did you know that there is a Bitcoin built on Hedera? Yes, right here, Bitcoin.h, as you can tell, is the Bitcoin literally on Hedera. And right now, Bitcoin.h is at $1. That's it. Its max supply is 21 million, exactly like Bitcoin. It has extremely similar tokenomics to Bitcoin, and since launching, it has been going up, exploding. And I have about 1,000 Bitcoin.h just in case this becomes the next Bitcoin, because literally it is built on Hedera HBAR. So if you own HBAR, definitely do your research into this project right here. The links to its X, to its web page, to its link tree, all will be down below. Bitcoin.h is the green, quantum resistant replacement of Bitcoin. Because remember, Bitcoin is not quantum resistant, but this Bitcoin that's built on Hedera is literally quantum resistant, and it is the lowest carbon, 100% sustainable Bitcoin. So it is the better Bitcoin built on Hedera HBAR. And this is Bitcoin.h compared to Bitcoin. So look for yourself. Which one do you think is better? So if this gains traction, this Bitcoin.h can literally go to hundreds and thousands of dollars in the next few years. Definitely, this is an interesting project that all of you should take a look into, especially if you own it or HBAR, if you like the HBAR community, if you like HBAR, this project is really interesting. So Bitcoin.h right now is at $1 exactly. When it launched, it was at 0.001, exactly like Bitcoin, literally. And then it went to like 1 cent, and then it went to like 10 cents, and then $1, and then 10, and then 100, and then $1,000 next. And that's why I believe this project can 100 or 1,000x literally in the next few years, everyone. And BlackRock's tokenization will also 1,000x literally in the next 10 years. The tokenization market by organizations like BlackRock is literally going to 1,000x in the next decade, in the next 5-10 years, everyone. This is going to be huge. And they're going to use cryptocurrencies like Ripple XRP, Stellar XLM, and Hedera HBAR. And right now, all of you can earn up to $10,000 when you create an account with BTCC, one of the leading crypto exchanges in the world. You can easily claim your free bonus when you create an account with an email address, mobile number. It takes a few minutes, it's very fast, very easy. That is why every single one of you should use the link down below right now and create an account with BTCC.